Hi, we are back with another Keep Pushing video, and we are discussing cultivating your circle today. And this is huge in high school and college, right?
Yeah, super huge. Big decision that you have to make, a wise decision. So
yeah,
hope you make the right one.
Exactly. So we know, based on our audience, we know that some of you are in high school, some of you are in college, and right now we're going to touch on both of these aspects, but we'll start out with pretty much just the importance of your circle. So your circle is so important because they influence you, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I think of it this way, like birds of a feather, like flock together.
Exactly.
Which is cliche, but it's so true.
Mm-hmm.
I changed my circle, and it has gotten me so much further than the circle I had, coming up and everything like that. So it's definitely beneficial.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So because my circle, I was one at an early age who understood. My mother would always literally drill in my head, tell me your friends and I can tell you who you are.
Yeah.
So those people that you're hanging around are a reflection of you and you are a reflection of them. So if you are hanging around people who are doing stuff that you don't necessarily want to associate with, you are already associated with all of those things. Especially in high school, right?
Most definitely. And I mean, if you're in high school and you're trying to, go to college or whatever, you may want to start thinking about maybe who are your real friends and how to transition from those old friends to new friends that you're possibly going to meet in college. And once you get to college, what type of friends should you, look for? Who should you surround yourself with? And so to start with that, I think we should, start with the beginning phase, which is graduation, high school, and how to let go of those old friends that are bad for you.
So my take on it is that those friends that you have in high school who are not necessarily meant for you, you are going to outgrow. Come graduation, they are going to drop themselves off. There's not even necessarily a need to start removing yourself from those people, because once you go off to college, once you start doing things, once you move out of your parents' house, you begin to elevate away from those people who aren't meant for your success, right?
Most definitely. And like for me, it was the fact that I went to college. Like a lot of my friends, they didn't go to college. So
exactly.
Most of them that didn't go to college, they kind of like cut me off because I did leave, home, so to speak. So they was like, since you're leaving, I might as well stop talking to you. And so once I got to college, I really didn't know anybody, and all I had was my friends here. So once they started going ghost on me, I was like,
you ain't got no choice.
Yeah, where they at? So after I learned, and as time progressed, I was like, yeah, goodbye, see you later, cut off, delete your number, stuff like that. So, but yeah, it was kind of like an easy transition because they kind of already cut me off. So
exactly,
yeah.
It's an easy transition, but it's a hard pill to swallow.
Most
I would
definitely.
say, because these are the people who, if you've been in the same town for a very long time, these are the people who you went to elementary school with, middle school with, high school with, and then all of a sudden they're gone.
Right.
All of a sudden, for unbeknownst to you, no reason at all, they're gone. But it's really just because you're growing in two different places right now. If those are people who maybe say did not go to college or chose to sort of go on a different path than you. Because when you begin to go on your own path, you're changing into a completely different person. So when you do come home, I know I had a few friends who were just like, oh wow, you've changed, or you've done this, or you've done that, when really it's just you have a new mindset now because you're in a different environment. You're growing.
Exactly. And then as me being a meteorology major, is kind of nerdy, this like smart guy coming back home thinking he knows everything just like you, but it's just, I don't know, it's just like it's something that they're not used to.
Definitely. At least within our community.
It
wasn't something that people were used to.
Yeah. And so, when I came back, they kind of felt the same way, like, oh, you think you're better than us? I'm like, no, it's just, I've learned these values, I've learned these different things, like, within the classroom setting that has made me a better person. And I'm just coming home with this wisdom that I'm trying to help you guys. Yeah, I'm trying to help you guys, but you guys are cutting me off. So I don't know. It was easy for me to cut them off too. So
definitely, and I definitely agree. For me, I wasn't one, and Keon, you can attest to this. I was not one in high school who had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
I will say a lot of people knew me.
Yeah.
Just because I was on my grind.
Yeah.
Keep that. But I was on my grind. However, I did not have a lot of friends. I was extremely focused in high school, and that is something that you should always keep in the back of your mind. If you are a high school student, stay focused, because those friends who are your friends, they will be there and they will be back once the grind is over. Because I know a bunch of people in high school who maybe they weren't on the same thing, but once we graduated and they actually went off to college and we got on the same level and we began to think and go through the same experiences, we became really close. And I actually started to gain a lot of friends. But throughout high school, I was a little bit of a loner.
Yeah. It was kind of the opposite for me. I didn't have a lot of quote unquote friends in high school, but I would try to do a lot to get attention. So I was that kid that was trying to be bad, but
one really bad, going to church every Sunday, going to Bible study.
Look, I was just trying to get attention, the wrong attention that I didn't need, and I didn't know that at the time. I wish I would have learned my lesson sooner. But anyway, so I was trying to get the wrong attention and everything, hanging around people I shouldn't have been hanging around and whatnot. But as I got older, I thought people that I thought was my friends, they wasn't really my friends. So it was easy for me to cut them off like very quickly, and I'm still friends with the few, the few percentage that of people from high school. So yeah, including you. Yeah, we're doing videos and stuff now. But anyway, it's only like a small percentage of people that I still, even talk to from high school.
Okay, so with that, how was that transition for you to college? So like once you got to college, got on campus, how did you find that new circle of friends? And how did you differentiate between, okay, these are the people I need to be around and these are the people I don't need to be around? Because even in college, you have those people who are messing around and wasting money.
Goodness. Yes.
Not just messing around, but wasting money. And most likely their parents' money. So don't do that. But how did you differentiate between that, and how did you start to build your circle while you were in college?
So it's kind of based off of what I said before. So in high school, how I was saying I was trying to get the wrong attention. That wrong attention that I knew that was wrong for me, I kind of applied that when I got to college. So I could kind of see the similarities of with people in college and in high school. So like the people that was smoking, the people that was hanging out, not going to class, that type of stuff. I was like, I need to stay away from you guys if I'm trying to be successful, if I'm trying to get straight A's, if I'm trying to get these scholarships and just be on my grind in general. So, so like knowing that, I needed to get my grades up and everything and needed to get scholarships, I started hanging out with people that already had scholarships, internships, and stuff like that, and just on their grind in general, like super motivated.
Exactly. I think that's a really great point as well, because I was going to say, you don't necessarily want to hang out with people who are similar to yourself. You want to hang out with people who are where you want to be.
Right. So
are in the next place or the next stage of where you want to be. So for me, I knew that I wanted an internship, so I'm hanging out with those people who have internships already, so I can get the inside scoop of, okay, how did you do it?
Right.
Or I wanted to, for instance, like, I want to be in this organization, I want to do this, or I want to be in the tech management club. Let me go hang around the tech management club people to see what they're doing and what their actions are and how they conduct themselves to get into that club.
Most definitely. Yeah, and one of the things that also helped me was with being friends with people like kind of outside of school. So I have a mentor, and he's like an investor, and I kind of want to get into investing in stocks and stuff. But he's like right in the same town as my college. So I would say, kind of branch out, and get to know new people outside of your college. That helps too. And then when you're in college, of course, associating with yourself with the right people within your college that already have like the success story or the grind, so to speak, and surround yourself with people that are just like you, or cool, calm, collected, and just every day, just not really trying to get attention and all of that. I think that's like the best set of friends that you can get. Trustworthy and everything like that. Yeah,
I definitely agree, because in college, your college friends, these are, even in college, once you graduate, you will have those people that of course will drop off, but most of your college friends, if you chose them correctly, will stick around. And I personally look back on college and I feel so much euphoria, and I'm just so joyous because I had so many great friends. There were so many times where we're grinding it out in the library, or we're just chilling, just having fun, watching a movie just in one of our apartments, and nothing but laughs.
Yeah.
So it's a extremely joyous time when you actually choose the right people to hang around, because you won't look back on your college years or even your high school years and feel tired and feel like you just wasted a bunch of time. So there's just so much importance on sort of developing your circle, extending your circle, and engaging your circle. And I wrote a really good article on that on my page, which we can link below, but check that out because it just works. When you focus on cultivating your circle and being intentional with the people you hang around and you place yourself in, that energy that you bring and that they bring to you can elevate you or it can bring you down.
Most definitely, yeah. So with everything that we've said on today, I hope that it benefits you guys, and I hope that you apply it with this transition from high school to college or just in general. I hope you're surrounding yourself with the right people.
Exactly, because I know I am.
Yeah, me too. Like, But anyway, yeah, we're gonna bring this video to a close. We hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. It's KG, Keon Gibson.
Precious Price.
And we'll see you guys later.